Hey everybody, my name is 16 Shadow. This is one of the parts of my top 10 video games of 2015. Now, of course, this could be from 50, 40, 30, 20, or exactly 10. So, whatever you're watching this, please like the video, subscribe, leave a comment below, and of course, the official complete edition will be out later on. And of course, please tell me if you agree or disagree with my ranking of the games, and of course, disclaimer, there will be maybe spoilers, so enjoy. Freedom Planet is the closest game to a Sonic game this year, like no joke. Sonic Runners couldn't do it. Temple the Badass Elephant almost kind of did it. And in the next entry or something through in this list, is almost kind of did it with flying and stuff, kind of remember your nights. But this is the main one that truly made me think this is a Sonic the Hedgehog kind of game. It's not even by Sega. It's by Galaxy Trial, which is an indie developer, which is great because this was actually inspired by Sonic the Hedgehog because it was originally supposed to be a ROM hack of Sonic the Hedgehog. So I recommend this game 100%, but of course it's just not Sonic the Hedgehog, but it is a good IP though. Go check it out, please. Has its own story and everything. So Day of the Sky Soldier is actually made by the people that made Sonic the Hedgehog. Like the last entry wasn't, but this one it actually is. But it's not made by Sega though. It's made by NIS America. And this one's pretty interesting because it doesn't really remind me of Sonic the Hedgehog. It reminds me of, well, Nights into the Dreams. Nights into the Dreams is basically a game that's, well, inspired by Sonic the Hedgehog, also by the name of the same team, Sonic Team. And, well, it's basically a guy that attacks by homing attacks into the sky where he can fly and do other things while homing attacking. I'm sorry about that little noise if you heard anything. And really, it's pretty fun game. It actually has some story elements into there, and of course, you have to get into it a little bit. It's a little, like, not as great at the beginning, but does get you into it more and more and more. So I do kind of recommend it, but it's really at your own risk because of this one. And plus, if you actually bought this game, you got the Wii version with it, because originally it was supposed to be only for the Wii U, but in Japan and everywhere else we also got a Wii version, but it's also on the Nintendo 3DS as well. But I have to say, get the console version, because you get 2 games for the price of 1, and that's amazing. And it's the exact same game, but just on the Wii and Wii U, which I don't get why did it like that and not a feature, but hey, whatever. I'm not the one that made it, so go check out this game. Oh my god, a Yu-Gi-Oh game, Legacy of the Duelist. This one is actually really good in the last couple of year ones. Like Millennium Duels wasn't as great, but was better than, well, Decade Duels 5Ds, of course. And there's a couple other ones. And plus, this one actually follows the storylines of all 4 main arcs. Original, GX, Zexal, and 5Ds, including the new one, which put in a little bit into for DLC, which I hate that, Arc 5. But hey, this is a very good game. I have to recommend it. And now it's only for this rank because not a lot of people are into Yu-Gi-Oh, and it's not the best game in general of the year, but it's a very, very good one, so go check it out. Mortal Kombat X. Now this one's a little hesitated on me because it's a fun game. I played it, it's actually pretty good, but the thing is that really bothers me is that a lot of the characters is DLC only. Now what they did in the last entry of Mortal Kombat 9, they did originally have a Game of the Year edition, which I'm just going to be waiting for the Game of the Year edition in my own personal opinion when I actually want to buy the game, because I actually play this game. Now for the game itself, it's actually pretty good in general, but the thing is that kind of bothers me is that it's just like they try so hard, which is good, but I felt like no one was really talking about the story because no one really thought about the story in this one, in my opinion, because there's so many new DLC characters. That doesn't really make sense, but hey, whatever. So in reality, it's a good game. I don't feel like it's better than some of the other fighting games that came out this year, but it does make it to the list as in this certain section because I feel like it does have its still original Mortal Kombat like feels of the game, which I do gotta take props for that. So that's it. Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse is actually very fun. It's actually made from the developers that made the original Dragon Ball Z Budokai games, and it's so good, but it's hard as well, which is actually a good thing. It's not just like, oh, you get to play Dragon Ball Z games in general. Like, nothing in my opinion was ever going to top Tenkaichi 3, but still, this is actually a very good one. I gotta really admit, I do like the art design on Goku on that cover. He's like, damn, son. And of course, it has its own freaking story, which I am so freaking happy. There's a new story. It's not like retelling the same freaking story we know about Dragon Ball Z for like the million of years we played all the games. It has a new story element. It has just new characters in it as well. Now, they're make-believe characters, not in canon, but they're new characters still. I am very hyped about this game. Of course, it beats the other Dragon Ball Z that came out this year, but it is a very good one. I gotta say, good job to Dimps, man. Good job, Dimps. They're the one that made the original Dragon Ball Budokai games. The Legend of Zelda Twilight Forest Heroes. Now, it's a very good one, but yeah, it does not beat my opinion on what game came out this year. So it's a pirate one, but still, this one's actually a pretty good game. But the thing is that really ties into this game that I want you to do a lot is play with your friends. And let's say you don't have any friends. We'll just say you do or don't. So it could be a good thing or a bad thing, and I don't think this game really supports online. If it does support online, that's great. I haven't really tried online to play it basically by myself, and for the game's mechanics, actually pretty good, but it does make me think, why don't they use the pro link and all? Now, I know there's some like reason, I know there is, I just can't remember what it is exactly at this moment, like there wasn't enough time to develop in, or just kind of handle the Four Swords kind of like feel of it. So I know we have to go try Force Heroes on this shit. So there's only 3 of us. So Pro Odd, we died to Pro 1. But my personality, it's a good one, but it doesn't feel like it's the best one this year. So Yakuza 5 finally came out to North America. Finally, but it's just like very late in December here. Now, in the time it came out, I wanted it to come as a physical copy. Now, right now it's originally released for digital only on the PS3. Now, why? I want it physically. Now, all the other installments have been physical installments, of course. But the thing is, with this one, I was really wanting a physical copy of it. I was going to pre-order it, and he told me, oh, it's digital only. I was like, fuck. So I am very disappointed about that. But the gameplay is actually very fun. In a Japanese store, you get to play the demo of it, and it's actually pretty fun. What I do have to recommend, try it out. If you haven't tried any other Yakuza games, please go check it out. It's basically like a Grand Theft Auto kind of clone, I have to say like that, but it's a Japanese mafia kind of like, hey, get my shit kind of way, you know? But in reality, it's a good game. Just go try it out for yourself if you like it or not. I'm here to light it up, I'm running on the fire. I really love that song. Now, I want Chambara Z2 Chaos Edition. Actually, is a very good game. It actually has stories binding the last 2 games, which is not really that serious of games, but this one's actually pretty serious, even though it's trying to also make that sexy kind of thing still going, which still happens. But I have to say, it is straight up rated M for mature. I do not recommend anybody playing it from the ages from 17 or under. I'm sorry, but still, it's a very fun game. It's a hack and slash kind of killer kind of game. There's also a little monster reality kind of things in there. So it's very fun. I just can't really talk much about it because, well, it's rated M for mature. But I do have to say, I became a fan of this franchise this year because of this game and the first game, which I did try that out on the Wii originally. So I have to say, please go check it out if you want to try something new. Okay. Now, Yokai Watch, in the beginning when this game came out this year, which was a little late in the year, but the whole entire Nintendo was just kind of hyping it up, including some other YouTubers I'm aware of, were just basically telling me it's kind of Pokemon-like. Now, Nintendo never actually said that, but other people was basically saying Pokemon-like. Now, when I finally got a chance to play it, it's like a turn-based Final Fantasy Pokemon-related kind of game. Now, you get to train up your yokais. You can find new yokais. You can find new yokais in a different kind of way and evolve these yokais into stronger yokais. Now, the yokais can do several million kind of things, only depending on what yokais you got. One's can, I think, can control a human or something. Other ones can do something like do something else. I'm sorry, I'm not too sure. But Yokai Watch is very intuitive. It's just different. It's a Pokemon game as of not trying to be a Pokemon game, but it's trying to be like, hey, let's try to make it a Pokemon game, not being a Pokemon game, making it try like, hey, we're just doing other things. Now the thing is, Nintendo didn't actually really make this game. It was level 5. Now of course level 5 is, I think, is second party with Nintendo, but it's a very good second party developer for Nintendo, and level 5 is not at all disappointing at all. Dude, they make games like Professor Layton. I know they made some others. I think Cave Story, I might be aware of that, I think. And I don't remember what else, but it's so good in a different way. I have to say, please go give it a shot. Also, there's a TV anime on this, including a movie, which somehow this movie defeated Star Wars Episode 7 in Japan when it first launched, which is impressive. I don't talk about just the game, but this is a big major series for Nintendo now, so I recommend it. Go check it out. So One Piece Pirate Warriors 3, now I actually am very excited about this game. It's finally continuing the trio games, I guess you can say. Pirate Warriors 1 and 2 that was only exclusive to Japan, did physical, including Europe, which I'm pissed off about that on PS3. But on digital, we only got it in North America as a PS3 exclusive digital only. It's like, what the fuck? So I was really excited that this one's physical copy, but on the PS4, and I was no, like, at all, like, mad or anything about that. I was actually pretty happy we're getting a physical copy, but the thing is, I was really pissed off that it wasn't actually released as physical copies of the other two. Now, the one thing about this game is that it's awesome, it's fantastic, it continues the same gameplay as the last two. I don't see why I would not hate this game. Now, there's another game that's just like this that's on the list higher because it's a new, different kind of way of playing this game, but this game is continuing off from the last two, and of course, it's continuing the storyline of that, and it's just the same gameplay, which is awesome and fantastic, and it's not really improved much on it because other than that, it's still a good game in general, so that's why I put it on right here on this list. So, I know I talk really fast.
Chaos Control!